On Tuesday, April 5, 2016, SUNY Old Westbury hosted a half-day to celebrate feminist activism in honor of the late Rosalind Baxendall, distinguished teaching professor and former American Studies Department chair. The event was held in the NAB and began with a presentation on sex ed with the modern uses of art by multimedia artists Liz Slagus and Noreen Letty. Following that was a memorial for Ross Baxendall, and lastly was a panel with special guest Loretta Ross, founder of Sister Song, Women of Color Reproductive Justice Collective. Let's take a look.
Let's talk about sex ed. Sex ed is a collaboration between curator-artist Liz Slagus and artist-curator Noreen Letty. We collaborate with different communities to build art projects about sexual health topics that are relevant to the communities that we work with.
Part of what we do is we then take these posters and we put them online. We get at least one email a week from sex educators internationally who are downloading these posters and using them in their classroom. We also have our students make videos for our YouTube exhibition, right, that answers this question, what do you wish someone would have taught or told you about sex? This is a great video. It's called Porn versus Reality, right? And the whole thing is done with hands, right? But for example, on the left side, you have a hand with a glove, which would be a condom in reality, versus the sort of bareback hand on the right side.
Their most recent project was in collaboration with the Washington Irving High School, where they worked together with students and staff to create consent-themed art. This included their photos, videos, and even wearable art in the form of tattoos and t-shirts. The session concluded in a Q&A panel with journalist Laura Flanders, followed by an open discussion amongst audience members.
I was a founder of a group called Seattle Radical Women. And I'm pointing this out is because women like yourselves formed these women's liberation groups, which actually changed everything about the United States and played a role in changing the politics, the structures, even throughout the world. But we were trying to make the point that funding should go to the social good, to children and to childcare, and not for war, because this was the height of the war in Vietnam.
When you talk about reproductive justice, intersectionality is the process. Why is so much inordinate pressure being put on white women to reproduce and everybody else not to? We have to fight equally as hard for the right to have the children that we want to have. That's the second tenet of reproductive justice, and under the conditions under which we want to have them. That is, using doulas and midwives and resisting forced cesareans and those kinds of things.
This has been Nia Neal from OWTV.